Metallica Enter Sandman here on KDSN 105 The Hive on our Friday afternoon here on The Hive. A big Friday, last Friday in September. Also, Denison-Schleswig homecoming week. All of the festivities throughout the week leads up to two major events. Well, three technically. And one of them is about to start up right now. It's the Denison-Schleswig Monarchs Homecoming Parade going through Uptown Denison. You can check it out. If you aren't able to attend it, you can listen live right here on KDSN 105 The Hive. You can see it on our website, kdsnradio.com, on the KDSN TV stream, or it's also on Facebook Live and our YouTube channel for YouTube Live as well. So there are multiple ways you can check out this coverage of the Homecoming Parade. It's going to be a great parade, and we've got two of the greatest out there to take control and, broadcast the parade for us. Our very own Mick Stone and Noah Caruso are out there broadcasting the parade, as we will send it on over to them to take over and have your coverage of the Denison-Schleswig Homecoming Parade here in 2025.
And good afternoon, everybody. I am Mick Stone, and he is
Noah Caruso,
and we are live. We're doing it again, buddy. I had a lot of fun last year. I figured, why not? The two of us hang out again and do it again.
Yeah, I mean, we got probably the best view, I think. We of course just want to thank Iowa Legal for allowing us to, broadcast from up top here. So we got a great view. We have beautiful weather for homecoming, and every single time I see the parades get all set up, obviously broadcasting football games. I've had a lot of homecomings to broadcast when it comes to the football side of things, and I always get that feeling back of when I was in high school. Just a great week, here for Denison-Schleswig and celebrating the community, the school, alumni, and just a great way to cap it off here for a Friday.
I had the privilege of seeing Principal Weavers. He's not principal anymore. Happy retirement, sir. But his father hasn't missed a homecoming game in years, and I met him. I kind of saw him on the elevator coming up here, and he's excited. He's got a nice place in the parade. So there's just so much going on. We really appreciate it. And, of course, we could not do this each year and cover this amazing parade without, plenty of our sponsors. So, from upstairs to downstairs, walk up or drive up, everyone at Crawford County Trust and Savings Bank in Uptown Denison, they want to wish all the Monarchs great success during homecoming. And for your banking needs, stop into the Crawford County Trust and Savings Bank. But, it's going to be a lot of fun. And, Noah, if you look up right above the Thrifty White Pharmacy, that's a big lineup.
Yeah, we do. We have a big lineup this year. I see a big volleyball net there. I know kind of in the mix of it, there's our KDSN vehicle, probably somewhere hanging out around over there. But, you got a lot of different, local businesses. Of course, teams from here in Denison with volleyball, football. I know cheerleading is going to be out there as well. So, it's just a great time, really. It's a lot of fun. I remember, back, my homecoming years, which I was kind of thinking back today of how long ago that was. Because, it's like, it wasn't that long ago, but it was like 6 or 7 years ago since I've had the chance to participate in homecoming. But every time, it's great memories for the kids. It's great for the community. And, we're excited about this. We're excited about football tonight. And, of course, we're hopefully a lot of smiles for that football game tonight. And
smiles.
Smile during a touchdown or during your next tackle. Make sure your smile shows from the entire staff at Broadway Dental. They would like to wish the Monarchs a great homecoming weekend and an awesome success, giving you a reason to smile. Broadway Dental.
And I just saw from JJ, so the B-Mobile, they're actually down to 16th Street, Monarch Drive. JJ says it's a great turnout for the parade. JJ's in the car. You see him around town, give him a big wave. So love to hear that, JJ, and we'll see you when you roll by us in the parade. Well, one of my favorite things to do every single year homecoming is visit with the homecoming king and queen.
Absolutely.
And we'll get to that interview shortly. Just want to give a shout out to Western Iowa Tech. They always help us out with our coverage. Western Iowa Tech is a proud supporter of the Denison athletes, and they would like to wish the Monarchs great success during their homecoming game. For more information about their awesome campus, which I have seen, I recently went to, it was awesome. You can call 263-3419. Anyway, let's visit. I had the chance to visit with Diego Garcia and Gianna Garcia. It was a great interview, and if you haven't gotten the chance to air it, or hear it, I should say, we're the ones that are going to do the airing. Check it out right now. We'll let Emmett roll with that.
This is Mick Tassone with KDSN News. Really pleased today to be joined by this year's Monarch homecoming king and queen, Diego Garcia and Gianna Garcia. How are you guys doing today? And let me be not the first, but of several to say congratulations to you both.
We're doing pretty good, but thank you.
Yep. So pretty good so far.
Good deal. Good deal. Well, here, Diego, I'll start with you first. Kind of what was coronation like? And when you found out you were homecoming king, what was going on in your head?
Well, honestly, the first thing that I thought when I got announced was obviously celebrating right away. I was very happy. I mean, I was really hoping to win it. It kind of just helped me a lot. And it kind of just helped me, feel good. It felt good to see everybody get together as well. It felt good, honestly.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. And what about you, Gianna? Congratulations to you. What was kind of going on in your head that night?
Thank you, but I was really surprised. There was a good group of girls out there. We didn't know who was really going to win. It was just great to see that kids in the school thought that I would be up to par to be the queen. So I feel really honored, and I was really excited just to be able to celebrate with everyone and have a good night at Powder Puff.
Absolutely. I'm sure Powder Puff was a lot of fun, too. This is something that, is voted upon by your peers. So what does that mean to you guys that, enough of your peers kind of respect you, look up to you, or just like you to kind of be homecoming king and queen? You can both answer that question.
Well, honestly, for me, it kind of it felt good to know that people were voting for me and, that I had people supporting me in this little process of homecoming. So, yeah, honestly, that's about it.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It's just a really cool thing to see that the people in the school can see what you do, how you act, how you treat other people, and that they can include that in the voting. It's not even a pressuring them to vote. This is just their choice that they believe you could be that person for the school, and it's an honor.
Mm-hmm.
What would you guys say? You can both answer this, too. What would you guys say to, the freshman or the sophomore who are kind of man, when I get up there, I would love to be homecoming king, queen. What should you be doing? Should you be setting an example? What advice would you guys give to younger classmen?
Some advice, honestly, I could give is just be you, honestly, because, in school, you get judged, obviously. You're going through a lot. You're going through changes, obviously, and it's just better for you to be yourself, to be nice to others, because honestly, at the end, it pays back. Obviously, me and Gianna won king and queen. I've never really been a person to be mean or such. So it's just being nice to people and treating others with respect.
And I definitely agree with that. I'd also say that your academics and how you participate in activities comes into play too, because people do get to know you by going out and playing sports. You build a team bond, so then you get those connections with those people. And then in your academics, you can get recognized for being on A honor roll, B honor roll, and people see that you're a dedicated student and maybe that this is going to work up to something bigger.
Based on your guys' answers today, I can tell you're well-spoken, and so it's of no shock or surprise to me that you were selected as homecoming king queen. Go Monarchs, and you two have a wonderful homecoming, and once again, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
you. Have a great rest today.
Diego Garcia and Gianna Garcia, your 2025 Monarch homecoming king and queen, and I'm Mick Tassone with KDSN News.
Yeah, absolutely great to talk to them. It was a real treat. A big shout out to the Denison High School staff and everything. They're so good about putting me in touch with the right kids at the right time and everything like that, getting me some information I need. So big shout out to Denison Community Schools as well. We get the Monarch football tonight. What are you looking for in this game? You're better to talk about it than I am.
Yeah. So obviously, I think it's gonna be a great game. I really do. So obviously, last year when these two teams played, it was ended up being a victory for Denison-Schleswig. They got a pick six late from Wilson Riffin to close that one out, but it was a back and forth affair. And I know the Monarchs are hungry for that first victory of the season, and there's no better way to be motivated and to feel that hunger on homecoming when that crowd's going to be packed. It should be a great game, a team you can beat, like we saw last year. This is a TJ team. They bring some good offense. They bring some talented athletes in the backfield. So going to be kind of keeping an eye out for that. But like I said, that Monarchs team's going to be motivated for homecoming here.
I always like having Mr. Jake Segabart on the air with Pheasants Forever, things like that, and he's a big supporter of the Monarchs.
Oh, absolutely. Dr. Jake Segabart knows the regular chiropractic visits prevent problems and injuries, so call for your appointment today. And from everyone at Segabart Chiropractic, they would like to wish success to all the Monarch athletes during their homecoming game.
What was the last parade you were in Denison? I believe it was St. Patty's, wasn't it?
Oh, gosh, yeah, probably would have been roughly around that time because, outside of St. Patrick's Day, what else is there after St. Patrick's Day? I guess I can't remember off the top of my head.
I think parades are pretty light in the summer. Dunlap does the big 4th of July.
Yes, absolutely. But, no, we were here for St. Patrick's Day, so, we had our chance to, make our way around, here in Uptown Denison. And, it's fantastic. And I also just want to give my congratulations to the homecoming, king and queen. And I tell you what, you mentioned how well-spoken they are. They are. And I've had a chance to talk to Gianna, too, through, sports and everything like that.
Yeah, of course.
Which, by the way, I for the Powder Puff game, I wouldn't want to play Gianna. I've seen that girl wrestle and play fullback on the soccer field. I would not want to play her in Powder Puff football, let me tell you. But, no, great kids. It's great that the community, I think it speaks a lot on, the school, the staff, and everything. Because, obviously, when you go to school, it's an extension of how you're raised and everything like that. So, great group of kids to represent Denison. Because that's the thing that I think a lot of people just have to remember when it comes to homecoming king and queen. Because, as mentioned, it's voted by the students. So, it's like these who are the people that you want to represent, your school for this year. Because I won homecoming king, my senior year. So, it's an honor. It really is. And it's a lot of fun. You have a lot of pride in it. And it's one of those things it's one of those memories that you just don't, you don't forget. I know people always tell me it's like, close the yearbook, Noah. But it is something I kind of look back and it's like, hey, that was pretty cool moment in my high school life.
You were talking earlier about having to go back 7 or 8 years for your homecoming experience. I don't even know how far back I would have to go. I don't even know.
But before you know it, I'm going to be getting a letter saying, hey, Noah, we have our 10-year anniversary.
You're getting there.
And I don't know, 10 years. It's give me a few years and I'll be talking about that. So.
Big shout out to Totten Plumbing and Heating for making this possible for us as well. For all your plumbing needs, call Totten Plumbing and Heating in Denison. Great guy. They have video cameras to clean out sewers, which would be very helpful. And, of course, HVAC, Totten Plumbing and Heating of Denison, proud backers of the Monarch Athletic team. Well, we're still a few minutes away. I'm starting to see some vehicles now move over in our front view. So the parade will probably be getting kicked off any moment now. Before we start getting some cars our way, I know you had a chance to talk to Monarch Volleyball.
Yeah, so Mackenzie Mish, head coach of the Denison-Schleswig Monarchs volleyball team. And, they had a really cool opportunity this week because it's obviously rare when you see how the schedule shapes out in volleyball and everything like that. A lot of multiple games during the week. But they had the chance to have 2 home volleyball games for homecoming. And I know it didn't quite go their way in those 2 results, but what I can tell you is that the student section was there. The crowd was lively for both of those games, so that was great. And I had the chance to talk to Mackenzie Mish, head coach of the Denison-Schleswig Monarchs volleyball team, as we send it back over to hear that interview.
Homecoming 2025 coverage here on KDSN 105 The Hive. As we have Mackenzie Mish, she is the head volleyball coach for Denison-Schleswig, joining us now. And Mackenzie, first and foremost, thanks for taking the time as always. And tell you what, homecoming, it crept up on us again this year, but just how much fun has this week been celebrating, with the community, with your team, and all that fun stuff?
Yeah, it's been an exciting week. We don't always, just kind of luck of the draw what our schedule looks like on homecoming week. And this year we got very lucky with having two matches at home. And so the girls, I know, were very excited about that. And I know, just seeing teachers and things like that in the hallway excited to come to the matches this week because it's at home and everyone's excited. And obviously looking forward to the football game on Friday as well. But it's nice to be in town and be able to get these girls to the different activities going on.
And, I was there on Tuesday, Coach, and no joke about the crowd. I mean, they came out in full force. Student section was there as well, supporting. Just how great is that just to be a part of and just, the energy it brings to your team, for homecoming week?
Yeah, I think this year we've probably had a really great, student section. I think the student section has really shown up for the girls this year, and I think that's been a lot of fun. Sometimes they get excited and they get our girls excited. So that's always fun to have them there. And then, just being able to look up, see how many, past administrators, past teachers, and things like that have been showing up this week and this season has been really fun to see.
And, of course, Coach, do you guys have a float in the parade this year? And if so, what are the details and all the fun stuff going on with that?
We do have a float. Bob Bacher, of course, is going to come through for us, and he's going to have a float for all the high school girls that would like to participate in that. And, we'll have some that do cheer and band and support their other activities as well. But we will have a float with that. And, for people that do know or don't know, we do have a 4th grade and a 6th grade team playing this fall as well, which has been fun and new for our 4th graders. Our 6th graders are a little used to it. So you'll see some 6th graders on there as well with Hadley and her dad coming through for her. So.
And, I know obviously for homecoming, it's, fun for the students, it's fun for the players of everyone at any grade. But obviously looking from a coach's and teacher's perspective, Mackenzie, what are some of your favorite things about, just the week of homecoming? It can be crazy with all the activities, but just how much fun is it for you and your favorite things about it?
The homecoming week is fun, especially, in the realm of PE. They're usually excited, but this week they are very excited. And one of the things we kind of had to talk to them about today is we love the energy, and obviously everything's more fun when the kids are into it. But it's almost, we had to tell them, calm down just a little bit. But since they've done the homecoming sales, I've been able to help with that out at 20th Street in the mornings, and the kids coming through to just get all the cheek cheers and the palms and the necklaces, and so that's been fun. And as the week has gone on, they're wearing, all their Monarch stuff. They have their tattoos on, they're wearing their beads, and it's just, it's an exciting week. It's the first week of dress up days. So it's been fun to watch the kids dress up and their different, teams that they support. Today's team day. So it's funny to look around and, I'm looking for the Cowboys fans out there. There are very few of them, but they are out there.
Don't tell Adam that though, but
yeah.
Well, I tell you what, Mackenzie, we're so excited to be, covering another homecoming this season. Appreciate, the time as always, Mackenzie. Make sure you enjoy the rest of this homecoming week.
Yes, thank you.
As Mackenzie Mish, head coach for the Monarchs volleyball team, as homecoming coverage continues here on KDSN.
That is Mackenzie Mish, head coach of the Denison-Schleswig Monarchs volleyball team, as you can see on KDSN TV, and you can probably hear from the sirens too. We are underway, and we saw law enforcement, Denison Police Department, and Crawford County Sheriff making their way through. Now we've got the cross-country team with Reagan Anderson, head coach there, and they're having themselves a pretty good season as well. But a proud backer of all the area schools and events is Bedrock Gravel and Concrete of Schleswig. Good luck to the Monarchs this Friday, or tonight rather, and good luck to all the Monarch athletic teams this season. Bedrock Gravel and Concrete of Schleswig, proud to be part of the Western Iowa area.
Absolutely love that Denison Volunteer Fire Department truck and those kiddos on it. Yeah, and in case you missed it, we were still airing our interview with Mish, but Denison VFW started off the entire parade. I just heard from Buddy Bob Bodker. He's got the high school and 6th grade volleyball along with him and his wife Kelly. So when they get around to this area, we'll give them a big shout out. But there's just so much going on. Yes, the Crawford County Sheriff's. We're okay, are we on our 3rd fire truck in a row?
Yeah,
we have like 4th. We have like 1, 2, 3, 4. We're safe if there's a fire, which there is not going to be, but we're safe. Big shout out and good luck to the Monarchs from Denison Community Schools, from all the staff and students at Denison Community Schools. They are behind you all the way. We hope you have a great season for quality education. Can't beat Denison Community Schools, Noah.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And, kind of going over the floats that passed, we saw the girls' tennis team pass through. Just want to briefly talk about them for a sec. So their schedule was a little weird. So new in the state of Iowa, their schedule got moved up. Usually they play in the springtime, got moved up to the fall time. So it was a really quick turnaround for Spencer Pauley, head coach over there. And, they actually had a really great, they had a good season for Denison-Schleswig. A lot of young players this year, but really rose to the occasion. And, we want to congratulate Layla Jaime. She's one of the seniors on that Denison-Schleswig team. Had a great season. And I think the future for Denison-Schleswig tennis is going to be pretty awesome to keep an eye on. And, with the parade underway here, we are above here. We are right above Iowa League. We're also right across the street from 32 and U Family Dental and Orthodontic Arts, as they would like to congratulate all area athletes there. And your hard work and perseverance has paid off, and everyone in the community is extremely proud. So win homecoming from 32 and U Family Dental and Orthodontic Arts.
Well, I just got, everybody. I think everybody and their brother just has my contact information. And I wouldn't have it any other way, too, especially kind of doing the news and everything like here. But a big shout out to the treasurer's office, all the wonderful ladies in the treasurer's office and the auditor's office. They help us cover elections. Check out their Facebook page, Crawford County Elections. We did a little bit of a story on it, too, because we got elections coming up in November. So big shout out to all those ladies. We know they're listening. Now, who do we got here? St. Rose of Lima Catholic School and a bunch of cute kiddos, that is for sure. They say Monarch Strong, Spirit, King and Queen. They have their own King and Queen, and they are praying for victory, Noah.
Yeah, and it's so great to see the elementary schools get involved, too. That's what's great about homecoming. It's not just a high school thing. It's middle school doing their thing, elementary school, having their flow with it, having their own little, activities and their own homecoming king and queen. So that's really cool to see. And we got more, people rolling through here. This is what I like, too, is we get to see some of the nice cars, the nice vehicles here in the parade as well.
A lot nicer than my car, that's for sure. We've got the Wall of Pride recipient, Jim Harms, driving through. How you doing, Jim? Big shout out to Lambert Family Chiropractic, by the way. Local athletes are the backbone of our future society, and at Lambert Family Chiropractic, they are dedicated to keeping our local athletes healthy on the field during homecoming and during the season. That is Lambert Family Chiropractic, and I know he is a big supporter of the school district in general and especially sports as well. Who do we got here, Noah? We got
the homecoming royalty making their way through here.
There it is. Yeah, we got some more homecoming royalty there. We haven't seen Gianna or Diego yet, but we'll let you know when we see them.
Yeah. So, and you know what else I hear, Mick?
Yeah.
The thing that really gets homecoming ramping up is I hear the band going right now,
All
too.
Right. We got the band coming, so this is a perfect time to air my interview with band director Ruben Newell. Oh, they look good. And while you're listening to the interview, go to KDSN TV, and you can see this band coming right through. So we'll send it back to Emmett to hear my interview with band director Ruben Newell.
Ruben Newell. This is Mick Desone with your continuing KDSN Homecoming Week coverage. Pleased to be once again joined, like last year, by band director for the Denison Monarchs, Ruben Newell. Ruben, thanks for joining me today.
Hey, no problem, Mick.
Well, first off, just kind of give us an overview about the Denison Monarch Band and what you guys kind of have planned for homecoming this year, whether it be the parade and or the football game.
Yeah, it's been a good season so far. It's a young group, but we're having a good time with them, and if you've been to football games, we kind of start all over again this year. We changed pregame and just kind of mixed it up a little bit. We've had some different halftime shows. For homecoming, we're kind of doing, an antithetical home halftime show. Instead of about love and romance, we're doing it about breakup. So our show is #breakup, and we're doing songs like Fleetwood Mac's Go Your Own Way and the Olivia Rodrigo's Good For You, and then the classic song from, I think, the 60s is Nana, Hey, Hey, Kiss 'Em Goodbye.
that is absolutely great. I love that you guys are doing that breakup theme. So how does, with the band and everything and getting prepped for this week, does homecoming week and, that particular football game this Friday night, does it feel different for you or the students?
The whole week is different just because it's homecoming week, and so our normal schedule gets really upended. So there's a lot of just having to adjust to that. And just from a logistical point of view, giving high school kids a different schedule for a week just messes everything up. Homecoming week's fun for everybody except the teachers. The teachers we just try to survive it.
You guys are staying busy. Well, we appreciate you. You guys have a great staff there. You work well with KDSN, helping us do all of our homecoming coverage. So we appreciate you. And just moving forward after homecoming, what can the band look forward to this school year?
Well, it's the way the season came out with home games and away games. It's been an odd schedule this year. It's nobody's fault. That's just how the schedule works. But we've only got one home game left after homecoming. In October, and that's going to be our middle school band night. So we're going to have the 7th and 8th graders join us for pregame at that game in October. And then our halftime show that day is going to be a little different. Our shows have been all different this year. It's called Bluey at the Symphony. So we're doing classical music that has appeared on the kids show Bluey.
That is great. Absolutely love it, Ruben. Well, we appreciate your coverage, and we'll see you at the homecoming parade.
Great. Thanks, Mick. Go Monarchs.
Ruben Newell, band director over at Denison High School, and this is Mick Desone with continuing homecoming coverage. coverage.
Appreciate Mr. Newell always joining us during homecoming week, and if you saw it on KDSN Live, the homecoming king Diego Garcia and Gianna Garcia just drove by. They're handing out candy as well. We're looking at Buffalo Creek boarding and grooming. And chore service, quite the parade so far.
Oh, it's been great. Buffalo Creek, they have very dapper, handsome young men in there. I'm talking about two golden retrievers
two
down
beautiful
there.
golden retrievers.
Yeah, so the stars of the show. No, of course, but great to see the homecoming royalty make their way through. And congratulations to Diego Gianna Garcia once again. We have the class of 1975. See, this is going to be me in no time. 50th reunion. All right, if I'm not too careful.
Look at them. They look like they're having a blast. They look like they're having absolute blast. And did you remember when I was saying I said a big old shout out to Joe Ferguson? He walked by earlier when we were getting our prep going.
Oh, absolutely. And for all your investment needs, see Joe Ferguson of Edward Jones Investments in Uptown Denison. Good luck to the Monarchs tonight and all season long from Joe and the staff at Edward Jones Investments.
Well, we've got plenty more. I see the line's not even moving way across the street from us, so we've got plenty more action. And Denison Job Corps, they've been on the morning scoop with Propane Hank with us several times. Great to see some Denison Job Corps students, if I could speak correctly. So know plenty of those guys. Oh, look at them. So they're in the white truck. It's a Silverado. They got an American flag going on as well. Careers begin here. So big shout out to them. Also a big shout out to Elevate Roofing. Raise the roof, Monarchs. Raise the roof. Elevate Roofing in Denison wishes the Denison-Schleswig Monarchs a homecoming victory. For all your commercial roofing, call Elevate Roofing in Denison. A proudest supporter of Monarchs and all athletics. I think we got more royalty, Noah.
We do have more royalty making their way through here. And, of course, Emily Galeson, I know she was on the court this year, and great volleyball season she's had so far for Denison-Schleswig as, we're getting things ready with the parade and homecoming game tonight. And don't be shocked when the Monarchs roar past tonight, just like you won't be shocked in your home or your bill when you work with McClellan Electric. The electric family in Denison. Good luck, Monarchs, and win.
Oh, man. So we are looking at the Deloitte Fire Department. They made their way to Denison from Deloitte. Not a very far drive. Telco Triad as well. Triad, I should say. 712-252-4368. Give them a shout out. They got a nice little white car with some lovely, lovely balloons as this homecoming parade continues. Monogram Quality Foods in Denison wants to wish the Monarchs a safe and successful homecoming week. Monogram Quality Foods is a big backer of the community and Monarch Athletics. Who do we got here? I cannot read that sign, Noah. I can't either. But they're throwing out candy. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's what the people are wanting, But more floats making their way through. I'm trying to see what this one is.
We're about to. They put their sign in the back of the vehicle, Noah. That's why we've been struggling. So it is Eyesight Ida Grove Vision. Eyesight Ida Grove Vision. And, speaking of vision, we got great vision out here.
We really do. And see Rasmussen Lumber Company making their way through. They've been big supporters of Monarchs Athletics here at KDSN. And, of course, you see creativity with these floats and what have you. And be creative, Blue Space Creative. With clients in more than 35 states and 9 countries at Blue Space Creative, we build brands that make an impact. To see what Blue can do for you, visit bluespacecreative.com today. Blue cheers for purple and gold. Go Monarchs.
Yeah, big shout out to Rasmussen Lumber. If you have been paying attention, they've been doing a lot of great work for the community recently this week. So a big shout out to them. We got Addison, Houston or Houston.
Yes.
There's Houstons here and there's Houstons here. We got Addison Houston, homecoming royalty, driving right by us. And, of course, the Crawford County Auditor, Terry Martins, who she was on the morning scoop earlier. Also raving to Sherry. How you guys doing? You have the radio on, right? They better have the radio on. So
I was gonna say, I think she's turning it on now. Yep, she's got it on.
Now it's on.
Okay,
now it's on. Yeah, don't put it on too loud because I kind of have a loud mouth, Cherry. So anyway, and I do have a mouth for pizza as well. Touchdown Monarchs Pizza Ranch. Score on and off the field when you call Pizza Ranch in Denison and have your pizza ready for carryout or delivery after the Monarchs win homecoming. Just call 393-3333. What an easy number to remember. 393-3333, and they have, of course, that buffet. And then I know you like the arcade games there.
Oh, I do. I've had a chance to check those out here. We got Westco Industries. They got the Shrek theme going on right now.
They do.
I dig that. They got the Swamp far, far away. They got the Westco. Even the signs are looking pretty authentic there. So that's what I love about homecoming, seeing the different creativity from from everybody involved. And, of course, just want to continuing to thank our sponsors here as we thank Jeremy from McMinimy Seed. Would like to wish the Monarchs good luck homecoming week and hope they have a safe game tonight. He would also like to remind everyone to drive safe this fall during harvest.
Now we're looking at Joshua Ramos. He is more homecoming royalty. He's handing out candy, and I don't know what the car is, but it's a beautiful, slick little red car. While we have a little bit of time, I got a short clip from Student Council member Miss Garcia. She's kind of talking about today and what's in store the remainder of this Friday. So we'll send it back to Emmett to hear a little quick preview from one of our great Student Council members.
It's the dress-up day is Once Upon a Time. They all live happily ever after, which is Show Your Monarch Spirit, the classic purple and gold. Yeah. At 4:15, it's 9th grade football. At 7 o'clock, it's the varsity football game versus Fort Dodge. And then the dance is the same night after the game, so about 9 p.m., so midnight. And the attire, it's semi-formal. We have a photo booth, and admission is $10 at the door.
Appreciate her joining us. Yeah, it was fun. You know, I know you've done the morning scoop several times and everything. Pretty cool to have all the student council members on and preview homecoming the other week.
Oh, absolutely. And it's great anytime we can get any of the students on the radio and just talk about how excited they are about it, because that's what I love about homecoming too, is all the activities, the dress-up days too, all the work that goes into it. I was part of a homecoming committee. I think it was my junior year.
Oh, you were on the committee helping out.
I was. So we had to come up with like our float for our junior class, and then had to help out with some of the activities and everything, kind of come up with dress-up day ideas. So as we see more of the band rolling through here for Denison-Schleswig, as tell you what, I hear the band get going. It really gets me amped up to play a football game, you know?
I know. I'm kind of like marching in place here. We had one portion of the band, but I guess they separated them out into two portions, or maybe there's more, but
I believe this might be middle school as well.
Is this the middle school band? Okay.
I believe so.
They're looking great. Wearing all their Monarch gear. Peterson Manufacturing of Denison has been proudly serving the area since 1913. Quality concrete products and metal furnishings at competitive prices. Before going anywhere else, go first to Peterson Manufacturing of Denison. Proud of our Monarch teams. We got St. Anthony Regional joining us. They do some great work with us over at the radio station. They're in a nice little red truck, so good to see them. And then coming up, is this the B-Mobile?
It is not the B-Mobile.
It is not the B-Mobile. We see me and Noah. You can't see it on Facebook Live, but we have kind of a big tree to our left, so we have a little bit of a blind spot until the car is able to pass it. But I believe we have Comets.
Yeah, that is Western Iowa Tech.
Western Iowa Tech.
Community College.
You saw that small font on the car that I'm too old to see.
Well, not that my vision's getting that great here. I know we've had a lot of vision care places helping us with homecoming here. But on top of that, we also have the Boyer Valley Company, as rewards are the result of working together. The Boyer Valley Company is a good example of teamwork and wishes the Monarchs success in tonight's homecoming game. And we have the Hy-Vee red car delivery. They did not have to make a very far drive to get ready for the parade. So I'm surprised they didn't get front row there. They could have been the first ones here, you know.
And what I'm telling you, you and me are so responsible. We got
you are. I'm not,
but we got here early. We were all set up. You and me had 30 minutes. I actually went over to Hy-Vee and got us a little hydration, baby.
Yeah, no, we're set and ready to go, because it's a beautiful day out today. The sun's out. We're kind of getting a little bit of it's still feeling like fall for the most part, but it's not overbearingly hot. It's just perfect weather to be out here. It looks like someone lost their balloon. That one's floating up there.
No, goodbye, balloon.
Yeah, that one is gone. But, no, we've got more floats making their way through here. Can't quite see who this one is in the Chevy Tahoe, but...
So go Monarchs. I don't know. There's no branding. There's very good painting on the vehicle. 2025 Monarchs. I love the vehicle that had all the class reunion people in. We've got a silver vehicle coming up, and we'll get into that in just a little bit. And then, of course, I know we have a Boyer Valley Company that is always a big sponsor every year for our coverage.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Speaking of sponsors, and something I might check out this weekend, the Old Fashioned, our good friends Dustin Durbin and Ken Call, where every detail is designed to impress with expertly crafted cocktails and crappy beer. That's how Dustin says it. Crappy beer. Elevate your evening on Broadway at the Old Fashioned, Denison's premier upscale cocktail bar. Hypner, Noah. Hypner Lawn and Tree rolling by us.
Yeah, and they have a great example of some of the work they do, because that is a massive tree stump that they have on the back of their vehicle with the American flag on there. So they're ready to go, and part of all the festivities here. Of course, we've seen teachers, we've seen coaches, and everything like that. And I saw Western Iowa Tech Community College make their way through. So Darren Bruck, he is the bowling coach. He also teaches over there at Western Iowa Tech, and part of the bowling team that's going to get things rolling here as not to put fear into people's, in their head, but winter is going to be here soon, but still can have some fun at Lucky Lane's Bowling Alley. Strike up some fun at Lucky Lane's Bowling Alley. Enjoy great lanes, delicious snacks, and lively atmosphere, perfect for family outings or friendly competitions. Whether you're a pro or a newbie, everyone is welcome to join the fun.
I'm a newbie.
I'm a
newbie.
I would say I'm not very good at bowling, but I have fun with it every time I go, so...
We've got Lambert Family Chiropractic located in Denison and Dunlap. I don't know. I can't see. I don't see Derek. I don't know if he's driving or not, but we do have Lambert Family Chiropractic right here. Anyway, a big shout out and thank you to Edward Jones, Greg Gallup, and I just heard from JJ. I just heard from JJ that our B-Mobile is still on the backside of Hy-Vee right now. So we've got plenty of parade to go, but people are making their way through. And then, yes, like I was mentioning, Edward Jones, Greg Gallup, a sponsor for Homecoming, for our 2025 Homecoming. Greg Gallup, we prioritize your financial goals with personalized investment strategies, whether you're planning for retirement, saving for education, or building wealth. We're here to guide you every step of the way. Let's work together to create a financial plan that fits your unique needs. Who we got here, Noah?
Let's see. Is that
JP Electric?
Is who we've got here. So, and then we got more some good music blaring here from
playing
Hardcore Performing Arts. They're making their way through here as well.
It is just amazing the work Hardcore Performing Arts does for all the kiddos in the community. I mean, it's super popular. They do such great work, and they had a lot of success at the Iowa State Fair with some of their dance teams and duo performers and single performers as well.
Oh yeah, no, they've done a fantastic job over there, and just anytime you can give kids just an outlet to, do something fun, because I know they do, a bunch of different dances. I mean, they have it on their banner here on KDSN TV, those watching, tap, jazz, lyrical, ballet, hip-hop, tumbling, like they do it all. So anytime you just offer kids an opportunity to do something fun, I mean, it's fantastic.
Okay, I'll put you on the spot, Noah. If you had to take tap lessons, jazz lessons, lyrical, ballet, hip-hop, or tumbling, what would you do? I don't take you as the biggest dancer, but I could be just assuming.
So I did ballet for my freshman, sophomore year of high school because our coach encouraged us to do it. I shouldn't say that we were actively in it, but we did take some classes my freshman and sophomore year of high school because, it works on your footwork. It works on your balance and everything like that.
Here we go. We got Buddy Bob Bacher, his wife Kelly. They're in a big old rig, Sullivan Supply, Blazin' Bee Ranch. Go to blazinbeeranch.com. And they got a lot of kiddos on. So they're carrying the high school and 6th grade volleyball, and of course his wife Kelly. So high school, and look at that, a volleyball. Bob, you are so creative.
I know. I got the whole volleyball net there, like the inflatable volleyballs they have going there as well.
That is a rig right there. Well done, Buddy Bob. I've taught you well, my child. I've taught you well. So, that's a float. Check it out. You guys got to be watching on KDSN.
Back on now.
All right, back on. So, back on. I'm not sure how long we were dropped for, but were we discussing Buddy Bob?
I don't know. Emmett's there helping us out in the studio.
Appreciate Emmett Kenny, too. When we're doing these live broadcasts, it takes an entire team, and Emmett Kenny, one of our sportscasters and our early afternoon guy on the air, does great work with us. So he's kind of controlling the board, communicating with us, and making sure we're sounding okay as well. And then, Smithfield Foods likes to get involved in a lot of parts of the community, Noah. They really do.
They sure do. Smithfield Foods is backing the Denison-Schleswig Monarchs this homecoming. Proud to support our local team and community. From all of us at Smithfield Foods, go Monarchs, and we hope you join our team for your next career.
And Noah, we have a little bit of time. Where are you going tonight for football coverage?
So I am in Mapleton tonight, and obviously not to deter or take away from Denison's homecoming, but
but we do broadcast. To
piggyback, it is Mapleton's homecoming today over at MVAOCOU, so they'll be celebrating homecoming as well. So we're starting to see a lot of our area schools start to celebrate. So I get a double dose of homecoming. Obviously, not there for the parade in Mapleton, so I don't get the full experience, but obviously that crowd's going to be great in Mapleton. They're looking to bounce back with a victory. So, going from Denison homecoming over to MVAOCOU homecoming tonight.
Absolutely love it. And then we're being passed now by Iowa State University Extension and Outreach. If you don't know what they are, we have Terry Tornaton on with us a lot with Crawford County outfit, and they do so much good work with the fairs. They really do. They're kind of in charge of getting the kids registered and all those hog and beef shows that we do. So a big shout out to Iowa State University. Also wanted to quickly give a big shout out to Bank Iowa. They are cheering loud for the Denison-Schleswig Monarchs this homecoming, proudly supporting our community and the future of our hometown. Good luck, Monarchs, from Bank Iowa. Let's win this. That's the Macianas. That's
it's La Michicana.
La Michicanas. What is that the pronunciation?
Yep, Michicana. Yep.
And I don't know if we've had them on the talk show before. I believe we have, but it's their ice cream. I always think of.
Yeah, ice cream. They also got tacos there as well, and just traditional Mexican food. I can say I've been there, and it is quite delicious. Let me tell you.
Passing us by now, Broadway Dental.
Yeah, Broadway Dental. We talked about them earlier, but just kind of keeping things moving along. I know I think it was an interview with, or we were talking about the homecoming committee, but Crawford County Memorial Hospital did pass by as we want to, Crawford County Memorial Hospital is rooting for the Denison-Schleswig Monarchs this homecoming, proud to support the health and strength of our community. Good luck, Monarchs, from Crawford County Memorial Hospital.
The homecoming queen, Gianna Garcia, when she was coming by with Diego, I did a zoom-in picture, and I just sent it to her mom, and her mom gave it a heart. No, her mom gave it a heart. You got to be a proud parent when your kid's royalty.
Yeah, I would imagine so. Again, it means that your student body feels that you're a great representative to represent the community for this busy fun week though. And I can tell you, my mom was pretty proud. Back when I was in high school. I mean, she's talked about that before. So it's great. Except I think her and I both were like, I don't think I'm going to win. I don't think I'm going to win it all. But it's great. It's great, and that's what's great about homecoming is you celebrate the students. We also celebrate the parents because they play a big role, obviously, in the school, the community, and everything like that. Obviously, we see these local businesses. I mean, they have kids that go to school at Denison-Schleswig, and they're involved with athletics and all the activities, so it's great.
Absolutely, and we were just previously passed by the Denison Education Center. They do a lot of good work. We love our retired teachers. And then, of course, DMU, I believe you did on the Morning Scoop. We have DMU. DMU is passing us by in their big rigs, and me and JJ actually recently, they gave us a tour of their facilities right before Rory Rice retired, which I believe you had on talking about his retirement.
Yeah, and Rory, we talked about just his career and everything like that. Just kind of updates with Denison Municipal Utilities. I know I do business with them over at my apartment, and making sure all my utilities are all taken care of. So they do a fantastic job. They're big supporters of Monarch Athletics as well. Shout out to Aaron Colin. I don't know if he's listening right now. I don't even know if he's in this parade right now. But if Aaron Colin's listening, shout out to him. So
big shout out to Aaron. And best of luck to Mr. Gorgias as well. He'll be taking over, he has taken over the director position for DMU. So if you guys want a little bit of a news behind-the-scenes thing, I work with these directors when it comes to power outages and water main breaks and everything like that. So nothing but the best. Big shout-out to DMU. Also, a big shout-out to Studio J Hair Salon. Studio J Hair Salon in Denison wishes the Monarchs a fun and successful homecoming. From fresh cuts to a little extra shine, Studio J is here to help you look and feel your best. Go Monarchs. Well, we heard from JJ. He's finally moving.
Yeah, they're finally making their way through. So, because I wonder, obviously where they got their spot. In typical JJ Fad might be running a little behind. No, I'm just kidding. But no, and of course, just also want to thank Wesco and the Bake Shop. Of course, the Bake Shop just opening up in their new location here as they have a ribbon cutting. So Wesco and the Bake Shop proudly operated by the Bake Shop proudly operated by the clients of Wesco Industries. Moving into their brand new location, stop in and enjoy all their favorite fresh baked goods made with care and heart. And as Denison celebrates homecoming, the Bake Shop is proud to cheer here on the Monarchs.
Now, we were just passed, Noah, by Eileen Saylor with the Crawford County Republicans. And they are joining us on the Morning Scoop, I believe, next Tuesday to talk about some of their candidates in the primaries. And then, speaking of Republicans, right, a couple cars behind Eileen and the Republicans, Steve Holt in that awesome car that he has. He's actually done interviews with me taking that car to the radio station.
Oh, yeah, and we, of course, we got the football team that are now making their way through, decked out in their purple and gold, ready to go for that big game tonight. And, of course, let's see, I don't know how close is JJ, because I say we could get to that interview with Willie Bachman.
I think it's a good time to. I think it's a good transition. We just saw the football team, and so you had a chance to talk with Coach, right?
Yep. Willie Bachman, head coach of the Denison-Schleswig Monarchs. How about the game, of course, but also just the week of homecoming as we send it over to hear that interview with Willie Bachman.
Here for KDSN, I'm Noah Caruso as you're ready for homecoming this week for Denison-Schleswig. As we have Willie Bachman, head coach of the Monarchs football team, joining us. And Coach, thanks for taking the time here this morning. And, Coach, I know it's always focusing on the football game on Friday, but homecoming is this week. Just how much fun it is to be a part of all of it here for homecoming.
Yeah, we do a bunch of things throughout the week. It's good for kids. It's good for staff. It's good for everything. Good community. And so trying to use that excitement to kind of help us a little bit. And we'll see what we can do. But obviously we got to be focused just for Friday as well.
And, looking at, the off-field stuff, Coach, what are some of the things that you love the most about homecoming week?
Yeah, just the camaraderie, seeing kids, hanging out with their friends, seeing kids getting involved in, powder puff and the stuff on Thursday night and the parade. It's just all the pomp and circumstance that goes with it. But it's a good time.
And Coach, do you guys have anything going on in the parade, whether it's a float or anything like that? And just for the parade this Friday.
Yeah, football team will have a float, and they'll do a good job. And younger kids are always excited to see the football players, and kids are excited.
And I obviously everything leads up to the big football game on Friday, Coach. And I know that I've talked to a lot of high school coaches that say, it's a little bit of a distraction, everything like that. So obviously there's a lot going on, but how do you hope that homecoming week motivates the guys to go out there and play on Friday?
Yeah, I've talked about it the last couple of years that there is some distractions, but when we're on the football field, we have to be focused on that and kind of set a couple hours aside for practice, get refocused into that, and then ultimately Friday night's the main event, and so kind of go into that as a boxer's mentality of there's a lot of stuff that goes on outside of things, but you're the main ticket and main card, so you got to be ready for that.
Well, I tell you what, we're looking forward to all the great stuff going on for homecoming this week. Coach, appreciate the time and best of luck on Friday and have fun this week.
Thanks, Noah.
That is Willie Bachman, head coach of the Monarchs football team at homecoming week here on KDSN.
That is Willie Bachman, head coach of the Denison-Schleswig Monarchs. They'll be taking on Council Bluffs Thomas Jefferson here tonight, 7 p.m. kickoff on KDSN 105 The Hive and KDSN TV.
Great interview, Noah. Great interview. And when that interview was playing, we were past. I wasn't sure who they were at first. There wasn't like an obvious sign, but it said something to the extent of "We fill your bellies so you can learn." And then I saw it. I realized it was the Denison Lunch Ladies. I don't think Lunch Ladies get enough credit, Noah.
They do not. I think they deserve all the credit in the world. I mean, the amount of kids that they have to feed. And in some situations, that's an important meal for those kids. So they deserve all the credit in the world, all the love in the world. And, again, it's just part of a team effort to make the school run the way it does. And the Lunch Ladies, they are a big part of it.
We had a Dunlap livestock auction on the Morning Scoop the other week, which is kind of a good transition. It was Austin Shaban. He did a great job. Congratulations to him. But it's kind of a good transition because going by us right now is Mr. Pauly with the Denison livestock auction. What is he driving? Is that a toy car?
It's it's kind of a converted little go-kart, it seems, but to look like a vehicle. But I can tell you, he is looking like he's having a heck of a time.
He is. I should have gotten a picture of that. So yeah, Mr. Pauly with Denison livestock auction. He's handing out he's about the size of the vehicle that he is in. So I'll give you that for a visual. Oh my gosh! Oh look, Noah. What do we see right across from us?
There they are. I doubt they can see us waving.
JJ, can you see us? Can you wave out the window, JJ?
Yeah, let's see.
We're looking at you. So JJ's made his way. The KDSN B-Mobile has made his way. I believe he's with Brecken. I don't know if he's with anybody else, but I know he's with Brecken. So shout out to Brecken. Thanks for tuning in to 104.9, and I think we got another big group coming in, another one of those big rigs.
Yeah, we do. Even got the Monarchs mascot here, and this is the cheer team with coached by Heather Langenfeld. And I tell you what, I think the cheer team, first off, they have done a fantastic job. I know it was early on in the year they had the chance to go to Florida and compete and perform there, and that was fantastic for Heather and the crew. And cool. And I tell you what, you want to talk about the importance of homecoming. Look at the cheerleading squad, because their job is to make sure the Monarch fans are into it, that they are making sure they're celebrating school spirit. And Heather does a fantastic job. The Monarchs cheer team does a fantastic job, and they are really a big embodiment of what the homecoming experience and what the homecoming game is all about.
It is. School spirit is what they're all about, and they work. It's not like they don't have practice either. They
got to practice their performances and nail down the routine. And obviously, with how well they did in Florida, they do a pretty dang good job.
So you got Heather Langenfeld sitting with all her girls on a nice big rig. So big shout out to Monarch Cheer. Thanks for showing up to all the games throughout, whether it's spring, fall, summer, whatever you guys are doing. State Farm Travis Beek driving by us. He says, "Go Monarchs." And then, of course, Denison Hardscapes, Noah.
And Denison Hardscapes, they're making their way through as people are. One thing I always kind of love about homecoming is you see all the candy that's getting tossed, and you see all the remnants of all the candy that's been ran over and still kind of laying around there, but. Just kind of fun to always look at. But we have Sega Bar Chiropractic coming their way through, big supporters of Monarch Athletics. And, of course, you'll see their logo on our broadcast tonight on KDSN TV.
Yeah, Jake does a great job sponsoring a lot of the local area events. And it's not just Sega Bar Chiropractic. He's involved with Crawford County Pheasants Forever. They had a big project recently where they created a bunch of new hunting space for public hunting that we can take advantage of as the hunting seasons keep progressing. So a big shout out to Jake Segabart. He's one of my morning people that'll maybe text me a morning request song.
Okay, very nice. Got Pearlstone Salon and Spa in Denison coming through as well.
Yeah, the lovely ladies at Pearlstone Salon and Spa. They always do that Earth Walk once a year. Well, I think they did it their second year. 3 great young ladies. They do some good work there. And, maybe after this broadcast I could use a massage, Noah.
I tell you what, I might need to take advantage of the salon part, personally. I need a little freshen up here,
And then we did just hear from JJ. So when you see the B-Mobile, wherever you might see us, give us a big shout-out. We'll be handing out candy as well. We've got Brecken in the vehicle. We've got Casey Polacek in the vehicle. Does great work with KDSN. And, of course, our very own J3. JJ kind of used to do this broadcast and everything, and I was like, JJ, can I give it a try? And he was very gracious.
Oh, well, I tell you what, JJ just loves to be involved. He really does. And he, especially with Denison, I was talking to him yesterday on Pigskin. This is, if my memory serves me right, his 15th homecoming that he's been with KDSN and for Denison-Schleswig. He also gave me a little bit of flack. Apparently he thought they were early. So JJ, my fault. All right, chill. But no, JJ's done a lot with KDSN and for Denison-Schleswig. So, just to be, and everyone here at KDSN as well. I just specifically saying JJ because he's been here for he's done 15 of these Monarch homecomings. So
Noah, we reported on it. I believe it was on Monday that 2 young ladies, they're college students, and fortunately they weren't in the home and everything like that. But they did have a house fire. It was an accidental house fire, and just who passed us recently is 3C Roofing and Construction, and free of charge they headed over right away to their house and started supporting and everything like that. And they're not the only ones. I think about 10, 20 different businesses have supported this. So I'm sure there's people working on the house right now. We'll hear Pam Sossman's thoughts on your Saturday local news buzz about that. She actually grew up with the girls, or they were her neighbors growing up and everything like that. So doesn't surprise me the community steps up like that, even in a tragedy,
Well, and that's what's great about these communities is that everyone's willing to step up and help out any way they can. And I think that's just, kind of an embodiment of what this community is. And it's an embodiment of, what I think homecoming is all about. We all come together. We all figure things out and work as a team. I mean, everything's a team effort in my eyes. And, whether it's helping out the community, donating your time, your effort, and everything like that. Anytime, you see things like that, that is fantastic, because the fit behavior coming through now, too.
We do. We have
the cottage.
Hydration station. A big shout out to Taylor Borkowski. She's sitting on the end of the truck. She's got her kiddos and everything like that. And she's got her latest addition to the family as well, Crew, who absolutely looks adorable in her lap right now. So shout out to the cottage. And, the cottage started doing lunch. They started doing lunch specials, and they're like small plates. They're creative. So big shout out to the cottage. Oh, no, I need to go to a dentist.
I probably do too. Well, we're right across the street from them, and they're driving through here on the flow right now, as well as there is Drew Polson, the one and only, over there at the Hoffman Agency, making his way through. I don't know
Mr. Drew Polson. Hey, Drew, can you hear us? Drew Polson with the Hoffman Agency.
I'm almost surprised he doesn't have his radio on right now. I'm a little disappointed.
Hey,
but
now we can keep that. Now we have a back poker card to play with him next time.
We do. We have some leverage now. But Hoffman Agency making their way through, sponsoring Athlete of the Week, Monarchs activities and everything like that. And I tell you what, it's about dang time.
Oh, look who decided to show up.
Here they
it's
are.
KDSN, FM 105 AM 1530 live. And we got JJ getting out of the vehicle.
Yeah, that's right.
He's going to hook us up with a little bit.
Send him up here.
Send him all up here.
That's one. Nice toss. And that is not as good of a toss.
1 for 2.
But it's still up here. That one is a little bit short.
1 for 3, but I actually, just so you know, I know there's no visual here, even on KDSN.
I did, as a witness, I did see him catch it.
I just caught. JJ threw up from the station vehicle, and now we've started our vehicle back up again. And there's Brecken. Big shout out to Brecken.
Oh, yeah. He thought about tossing it to us. He thought about it.
I caught from the roof of our broadcasting booth. That's what I'll call it, our broadcasting booth. We don't got an official name for it. We'll call it the Mick and Noah headquarters. But I caught dots. I caught dots with my left hand, too. I'm not even left-handed.
Yeah, I'll snag that Tootsie Roll that's sitting on the ledge there. I'm a little too, but camera's like right in front of us. I'll worry about that later. But we've got youth athletics here for Denison-Schleswig making their way through as well.
Look at that. Another big rig.
Oh, I know they got the heavy hitters here. All right, they know it's seeing all the athletic teams participate as well. You got cross country, you got football there as well, so that's great to see. We've also got, who do we have here? It's seen through the tree. We have a big tree that's in our.
I see a logo in a tree.
I do,
and we're about to have a reveal. And it's RL Construction.
RL Construction making their way through, tossing out candy here. So, and I'm not seeing any more. Like looking at that far side.
We're looking at that far side.
So that kind of means
we are wrapping up. We are wrapping up. There's one more vehicle that I would like to. Yeah, because we got the police. So we got one more vehicle before we end our coverage, and we're going to get rid of this tree, I think. That's what I think we're going to do, Noah. Not you and me, but
I would say I'm not going to do that. That's beyond me. But Wadrick's Towing coming through, bringing us the student council as well as, of course, they are they're the catalyst for all these activities and events here for homecoming. So they've done a fantastic job once again this year.
A big shout out to Wadrick Towing. Well, Noah, it's always fun doing with this year. This is our second year doing it together.
Yeah.
It's I appreciate you. You do great work at the radio station as well with sports coverage and all that. So So this is fun, and hopefully we find ourselves sitting in these chairs a year from now.
Absolutely, and of course, appreciate having up here. It's been a pleasure once again, and but the biggest thing is we're hoping for a Monarchs victory here tonight. So go Monarchs!
Now, if you were one of the people in your office listening, or maybe you were at home and you didn't have any of our visual coverage turned on, and you've just been listening to the radio, big shout out to the Denison Police Department. They're driving by right now. Integrity, pride, professionalism. But if you just listen to the radio today, that's okay, but you can always go back to KDSN TV and watch it on demand. You can go to our YouTube page and watch it on demand as well, or you can go to our Facebook page. Our live video on Facebook will be archived as well. But I think it's time to bid our lovely listeners and viewers adieu.
Yeah, I think it's about that time. Of course, as always, go Monarchs. We wish them the best of luck for football tonight. 7 p.m. kickoff on 105 The Hive and KDSN TV.
You're listening to KDSN 104.9 Denison, Iowa, West Central Iowa's high.